I was like, okay, so this footage doesn't have to go to waste. We can actually use this as like a prelude into a GTA 5 video.
What kind of prelude is that?
Okay, this is like
guacamole,
off takes.
guacamole Filipinas. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not getting in now.
Oh, why
This
not?
is going into the best of Benno AK 2022 compilation.
I mean, fuck, maybe.
What's that compilation? It's literally just this clip. It's just this it's just this one stream. I don't think you know how much I fucking sweat when I jerk off.
This is the worst comeback ever seen to man.
Aw, now just wait till Tyler makes his comeback.
It's just.
But he was like DMing me and shit. He was like, bro, what do I gotta do? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, what do I gotta do to get the Benno AK channel back? he legit was like, bro, how much have I gotta pay? How much have I gotta fork out?
Haha! You think I want to use my goddamn shitty laptop to play anything?
Yeah,
Fuck
Zane,
no.
yeah, Zane, you got a job now. You should save up for a decent computer.
I'm saving up
Like
for
I
a
did.
car. I need a car to be able to learn in because I'm not gonna be able to get all my hours just from buying lessons, which are like $70 each.
Your mom drives, Zane? She can't she?
Yeah, but her car's like awful. Speedometer doesn't work. Always leaking oil. The fucking clutch
What?
doesn't even
That's
work.
not fucking legal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not legal at
Yeah,
all.
speedometer
bro.
straight up
Zane,
doesn't work.
My mum's car has like a
Bro.
working speedometer. I beg.
Yeah, mum's car doesn't have a speedometer.
How are you worse
Wait,
than
does
me?
Does she drive this car? Does she drive this car on the roads?
Only she never like not consistently.
You can't sugarcoat it, bro. Does she drive it or not?
Yeah, she does. Yes, she drives it a lot. She's had it for like we've had it for like 7 years, and the speedometer broke 5 years ago.
Bro, she's not had the car serviced in over 5 years.
Yeah, she actually did, but it's fucking. You're so.
She didn't bring up the fact that her speedometer was broken.
It's not like this footage is unusable. We just only have to use the parts where Keenan doesn't say anything that makes us react.
Oh man,
That's like
the
90%.
3-minute Rocket League video is gonna go fucking crazy.
Uh.
No, just title the video "Sneak Peek."
Oh shit, sorry.
I'm right here! Fuck!
That was smooth.
Oh, speaking of leaving food out, story time.
Oh no.
So last night I was jerking off, and
What?
no, just it's crucial to the story. So I was going at it, and I kept hearing rustling behind me. And I was thinking, like, is my fan fucking up all, like, the 12 trillion plastic bags on the floor because of how much manga I buy and other shit? Yeah, am I being gaslit by my fan? I keep looking around, nothing there, but the rustling continues. So I'm like, oh, guess it's just the wind. But, it happens. I immediately turn around. What do I see? A cockroach. Standard in the Griffin household, but I then remembered, oh wait, I have a bag of, like, these sweets that was put in my room, like, 2 years ago. Huh. So I look in it, because it's just sort of been lying on my floor. Nest of cockroaches. I'm like, So yeah.
Why did that story need to start with? So I was jerking off.
I just set the mood. Set the mood.
Uh-oh. No.
Ben,
Oh, what a
Ben,
shame!
Why?
Oh!
Okay.
What a save! Holy shit!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bro,
How did
how
I
is
get
it
that?
0-0? Bro, I've made 5 saves this game.
I have touched the ball.
Nice.
You're on 42 points.
I've certainly touched the ball at least once. Reminds me of one time where I served, like this couple that, their food, And they're like, oh, by the way, look on the floor behind you. I look and there's a cockroach there. And I had to fucking slam my foot in it. I'm like, that never happened. And I had to go out.
Bottom 3 Nando's.
Of all time, and it's not even a lie. Oh, yo, speaking of bottom 3, so I've told Zane this. So last week, well, not technically the week before, there's like this homeless dude who came in. I think he's homeless. I'm not sure. And yeah, he's smelling of alcohol, and he's like, "Hey, can I get some chicken? I haven't eaten in 4-6 days." I'm like, and I am, and how I speak in his voice. That's actually how he sounds and speaks. So he's like that, and I'm like, yeah, there's like a quarter chicken. We're probably not gonna sell. I'll throw that at you.
Oh fuck.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a quarter chicken. And he's like, oh, I want some chips. I'm like, sure. I'm like, but you gotta have this takeaway. He's like, oh, I want to eat it here. I'm like, no, you're having it takeaway. And he's like, I'm like, what basing you on? He's like, oh, extra hot. Me and the missus like it extra hot, you know? And he had like his girl there, maybe abuse victim. I don't know who she was. She wasn't fucked, like, unlike him. So it's like, I'm like, he's like, oh, can I have some water? And I don't want to keep giving him free shit. I'm like, yeah, just go sit down and have some of the dine-in bottles of water. Worst mistake of my fucking life doing that. So, yeah, he goes and sits down. I start cooking his food. And he comes up, and he's like, hey, you know, me, because I'm only cooking a quarter chicken with just one piece. He's like, oh, me and the missus, you know, we want it on separate plates, you know. And I'm like, you can have it in separate boxes because you're having it takeaway. He's like, oh, I'm gonna eat it here. Like, no, I give you this, you're having it takeaway. He's like, oh, why can't I eat it here? I'm like, because you're disrupting the other customers, and I don't want you in here anymore. So he goes and sits down. I finish cooking his food. I put it in the boxes. We get 2 small chips for him and his girl. I take the bag. I hand it to him. I'm like, all right, have a nice day, sir. He opens the bag. He starts eating the chips. I'm like, sir, you have to have this takeaway. He's like, oh, I'm eating it here. I'm like, no, sir. You're having it takeaway. Leave. He's like, no, I'm gonna eat it here. I'm just standing there looking at him. I don't move, and his girl's like, oh, what if we're quiet? I'm like, no, not if you're quiet. Leave. You're having it takeaway. So he gets up, and he starts walking out, and I walk off. And I see he's got one of the glasses in his hand with the water in it. I'm like, sir, you have to leave that behind. And he flips me off and just fucking leaves. I'm like, with the glass of water, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't even want the glass back. You can have it. I'm not getting fucking killed over this fucking glass. But yeah, so the actual part 2 to the story. So last week Tuesday.
Oh. Yeah.
He stumbles back in to my fucking store again. And this time I smell the alcohol. Like before I was like, you know, I'll do my good deed. Maybe he actually is just that deliriously hungry. Yeah, he probably is on some shit, but maybe he's just that hungry. But no, he comes in this time, he reeks of Jax. And he's like,
let's go!
Can I have 2? No, actually, first of all, he's like, what do you have on lay-by? I'm like, sir, this is Nando's, we don't have anything on lay-by. And he's like, oh, alright. So, can I have 2 whole chickens, mild? And I'm like, and he's like, oh, but I don't have any money to pay for it. And I'm like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Get out my store. I'm not serving you. Like, I tell him, like, I'm not going to serve you if you don't have any money. Leave. And he's like, oh, what about the chicken there? Because it was just me and the manager. And so I was cooking food for another customer. And he looks at it. And he's like, oh, what? Can I have some of that? I'm like, no, that's for another customer. Leave. He's like, oh, can I just have a little bit? I'm like, no, leave. I'm not serving you. If you can't
just
pay
a
for
little
food,
bit.
Go. Like,
just a little bit, bro.
Like, this time I wasn't
man.
having him. I'm like, no,
man,
you can
just
either
a
pay or
little
you can
bit.
leave. So, I had to turn the chicken over, so I walk away. I tell him, you can pay for your food or you can leave. So, I walk over, and you know, like, how my kitchen is set up here. It's like the front grill's right next to the fucking counter.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of just, like, looking at him, and I'm like, you know, are you gonna go or not? And then, this thing walks into the kitchen, grabs one of the boxes, walks over to me, stands right next to me, he's like, can you just put a little bit in the box? I'm like, no, sir, I'm not giving you any fucking chicken. He's like, can you just put like a little bit in the box? And I'm like,
What?
Sir, you are in the, I'm sorry, sir, you cannot be here. Leave, or I will call security and they will make you leave. He's like, oh, but can I just have a little bit? I'm like, no, get out of the get out of the kitchen. And I'm like, leave, or I get security to make you leave. And he like stumbles backwards, like out of the kitchen. He's like, can I just have some of the chicken? You put it in the box. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. This is a customer's order. So my manager, after like for all 5 minutes, finally realizes there's a dude in the kitchen, and she comes out and fucking handles it. And she tells him to go away, and he like stumbles out, and then and she walks up to me, and she's like, are you okay? Are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Bro, I can't wait for part 3. Holy shit.
Messy, more like missing. Got him.
Shut the fuck up.